Hey Internet, I'm Chaz.
I'm Dan. Welcome to Wine is Serious Business. This is episode 250. Bit of a milestone, bigger one to come before long.
Yeah.
We're here today with my girlfriend Joy. We're tasting some wines that her sister brought to us from Florida. I've never had Florida wine before. Have you?
Nope, first time.
Yep. So in theory, they grow grapes there. I don't know of what they are, but yeah, we'll just take a shot at it.
Okay.
But these are fruit wines that she picked up on a recommendation from a shop before coming to visit a couple months ago.
June.
Yeah, June.
August.
Okay.
Just kidding, August. Yeah.
Okay. A little more recent, but so we don't really know anything about it. But this is just we're gonna see what we find.
Schnebly.
All right.
Fruit wines. Okay, so Schnebly.
Schnebly.
Wines are made with lychee, avocado, mango, guava, and passion fruit, just to name a few. Handcrafted to create the most extraordinary blend of tropical fruit wines. The fruits are grown in the Redland tropical countryside of Miami.
Okay. So fruits are from the area. I could see lychee being really good.
Yeah. Yep. That's.
And
They're straight up fruit wines.
I've had good mango wine before, so I'm kind of looking
great.
forward to this.
Hey, orange wine is a very
There we
popular
go.
thing
Right.
currently. We got the orange color.
Smells like mangoes.
Interesting.
It does smell just like mangoes.
Mangoes in the can. It's like a little club
Well,
soda
it's
too.
like a
right?
Miami. It's like a Florida mango for me.
Oh, really? You can tell.
Well, our grandfather had mango trees and lemon and lime trees.
And like you get mangoes from the store out here, and they taste different.
They're
like
different
California
and
mangoes or-
I mean it's a very familiar mango smell.
It smells like a kind of a fresh cut mango. I mean,
Yeah.
to me.
And
I
Nadia
don't
said
eat many
that.
mangoes, but it smells.
Yeah, she didn't know if it with traveling, how these are now comparatively.
I'm getting a little like club soda thing or something on there. My guess is they put a lot of sulfur in it to keep it stable, which is probably a good move. I could see this oxidizing, or really suffering from even a little bit of oxidation. So.
Right. Oh man, that's liquid panty dropper.
Wow.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, but seriously, that's.
This is actually really nice.
Yeah, it's really easy to drink.
Yeah.
It's got a good amount of sweetness. It's not overtly sweet. It tastes just like kind of fresh mangoes or ripe mangoes. 11.5% alcohol. This isn't Boone's Farm. This is
A little pineapple in there. So like, definitely citrus, definitely acidic. There's got to be I think working with mangoes, they don't naturally come with all the chemicals to make balanced wine as well as grape juice. So there's probably some acid additions to
I
it.
agree with pineapple.
Yeah, but
There
I
is
think
a strong pineapple
But I
flavor.
think it's done well. I think there's a good sense of balance. Like there's enough acidity to balance that sweetness out. A little more for you? You think there'd be a little more?
It could do with a little more acidity,
What do you think?
but still,
It's
really
interesting.
nice.
I'm not the biggest fan of mango. I mean, I love mangoes, but I'm not the biggest fan of this.
Sure.
But,
Why not? Where does it come short? Flavor's too simple? Tastes too much like mango candy instead of mango fruit?
It's not as sweet as I thought it would be. I mean,
Sure.
just not my favorite. I like the nose better than the mouth for sure. Yeah.
I like it better in little sips rather than big sips. It gets a little,
yeah. The more that I kind of sip it, the sweetness is way more apparent. It's a little.
I gotta say, maybe if it was a little bit cooler. I know it's pretty cool.
yeah, I
now,
think it's,
but-
and it definitely does drink like a dessert wine. I think I'd be
Yeah.
hard pressed to imagine drinking like 3 5-ounce glasses of this.
Right.
But I think 3 ounces or 4 ounces with like a dessert or something like that, I could see being real nice.
Mm-hmm.
We joke about this all the time, but I could kind of see it as a breakfast wine or something too.
Oh, totally.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, like French toast or something
Dude,
like that.
this with a
French,
small
yeah.
amount of champagne.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, bubble it up a little bit. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, good cocktails. So some
Yeah.
nice flavors.
This
I
is
think.
actually So in that context, I think this could be used really well with a small amount of maybe a little bit of champagne.
And then you get that acidity.
Yeah.
Like
use
a
that-
French toast with like some peach topping or something.
Sure.
Like that.
This is breakfast wine.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bee wine.
Yeah. But yeah, really for a fruit wine, really nice. Honestly,
Yeah,
not overly sweet, pretty easy to drink. Really easy to drink, I should
Yeah.
say.
yeah, a little better than what I was expecting too. So it's cool to see. So now that's 2 mango wines I've had in my life that I could enjoy drinking.
What was the other mango one?
From the guy in Portland. There's the guy that makes some fruit wines, some Hawaiian fruit wines. He used to be down. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna cut the rest of this out. Yeah.
It's drinking.
There we go. Island Manna Wines, I believe, is what his name was. Not sure if he's still doing it in the middle of the city, but they were nice wines.
What is a carambola?
Carambola is actually a star fruit.
Ooh, this looks like it's got some bubbles to it. Look at all that frizzante
Oh,
going
yeah.
on there.
And I mean, growing up when we visited, you know, my siblings and uncle are all in South Florida now, but we always call it catabola, and I think maybe that's just
Interesting.
a different way of saying it, but it's
Sure.
essentially just a star fruit. So
Huh.
Which
we
I
had
could
a
see.
star fruit tree too.
I could see that being good fruit for wine, right? There's a lot of flavor in the skins on those things,
Yeah,
right?
tart.
They're kind of a nice
skins, and then-
acidic fruit to begin with. Yeah.
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 Similar color. They're definitely getting a lot of that golden fruit color.
Yeah. Orange wine. Boy, this smells strange.
A little funkier.
Mhm. It is pretty. It is for me. It does smell like that star fruit quality. You
Sweet.
can really kind of get in there.
I'm glad you're here because I don't know that
Yeah,
fruit
the
very
more
well.
I'm smelling
I've
it,
eaten
the
a couple,
more.
but I don't.
Yeah,
know.
I mean, if you're around it so much, I mean, we would even have it like they're falling on the floor, getting a little bit kind of even, you know, not rotting, but you know, a little browner.
A little
and,
funky. Yeah.
You know, the smell comes out a little bit more.
You know what it reminds me of is that when you are at the supermarket trying to pick out a cantaloupe,
Sure.
and you smell the end of the cantaloupe to smell how ripe it is, it smells like that.
I can see it.
Like, it's a little green, it's a little melon,
Yeah, it's different. I think yeah, if you weren't from Florida or you weren't, if you weren't familiar with that fruit, this would probably be like not really into it. But if you did eat the fruit, I could see you really enjoying this. So
I'm getting a little sulfury on the nose, and I'm also getting something that reminds me of like really good honey. There's like this really
I was about to say, there's something like sweet, like kind of rich and kind of sweet on the nose
little
too.
floral, kind of like
Yeah.
mead maybe, or yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So cool nose.
It's all over the place. Like initially I stuck my nose in it and I was kind of like, man, this smells like cleaning products. But then I smelled it and I was like, yeah, it kind of smells like cantaloupes. And then and it kind of now like then I was like, I detect honey. Like there's some sort of like sweet. It reminds me of So yeah, it's interesting nose.
Also interesting. Definitely a little sweetness here, but a lot less than the mango. This really does have kind of like an earthy fruit skin flavor to it.
Agreed. Another 11.5% up wine. Wonder how a hangover of this would be. Brutal or just pretty easy?
I don't know.
Drink a whole bottle, you know?
It's hard to say.
it's interesting. The bottles are a little.
Yeah, different sizes.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Little visual distinction on the shelf, I
Maybe
guess.
the carambola is like a little more expensive or something, and they
Oh, maybe.
I have to ask Nadia that. Yeah. Yeah.
wanted to be a little taller, a little more astute.
Yeah, I mean, have you guys had outside of the Nepal show where I brought back
This is
the
quite
crazy
good,
fruit
actually.
wines, like, you know, anywhere else that y'all?
Master of the master.
The master
Yeah.
of the master. Master of the master of the master.
I feel a little bad that we haven't done those Island Manor wines on the show because I picked them up, but then too much time went by and I just drank it at home. So I've had a couple fruit wines that are good, and I feel like this is a really good example that would make me want to try more as
Yeah,
well.
these are nice.
Because these aren't, I'm not like, oh man, this is going to change my life. I'm going to start stockpiling these wines. But if I were in the area and I saw one on the glass store now, I would totally order one.
Right.
And if someone else was like, oh yeah, I had this Carambola wine that I thought was really good, I'd be excited to try it on someone's recommendation too.
Something I wouldn't be afraid to take home too. I can
Yeah.
see a lot of people easily liking these. Especially this one. This one's a little bit drier, and I could see it going well with like a lot of like a squash soup or
yeah.
something, you know.
Yeah.
Or
Totally.
there's a lot of dishes I could see this one in particular going really well with.
And that little
This is quite nice. I like
the
this
little
one.
like funky note of skin on the nose reminds me of some oxidized wine, right? Like kind of like some Jura whites, where I don't think it's caused by oxidation. I think it is more the skins, but it gives a similar sensation. And the way it dries out on the back end, I'll go there. It's actually really impressive because it's not harsh at all. It's just the fruit kind of fades. There's a little bit of that earthy flavor, a little bit of acidity,
A little bit of sourness.
but it makes it easy to keep drinking. Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's interesting. The more I'm smelling it, the more I really like I'm getting that star fruit quality, and it's taking me back. And I think it's really interesting. I do like the mango better. Nadia was like, I wanted her to bring the avocado because I thought that would be really
What a
interesting.
trip.
But they're
I'm
out.
intrigued too. Sure.
They're sold out, so I think the avocado is probably their biggest seller.
Which that'd be cool.
Um,
Yeah.
But this is
good.
really distinctive of South Florida as a star fruit, so, and mangoes of course. So I think it's cool, you know. I just was just noticing too, they have these like local artists that they kind of use for the label. So these are two different paintings. It's just kind of cool too.
And they got the starfish on the front.
Yeah, on this one, like the sweetness kind of sticks around.
I like this one.
Tastes a little more like a little candy on the finish, but this, and it's got a little bit of complexity there. If I'd say thinking about it, it's easy to keep drinking. I'm seriously impressed. Like this stands up there with.
It would be great to, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, like I'm not going to quit drinking Chardonnay to start drinking this,
No.
but this falls squarely in the pack of like what I expect from quality white wines, right? You know, we will taste worse Chardonnay and Pinot Gris over the course of a year than this is, unquestionably. Yeah.
Totally.
It would be fun to have a great like shellfish spread with these wines too, like just.
I was thinking that,
You
yeah,
know.
shellfish thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I don't know. Oh. What's big? What seafood is like really big, like fresh there?
Like the stone crab
Sure.
claws, and I think there's something similar here, but it's they're just the big claws.
Right.
Crab, they're not Dungeness, you're not, but
Right.
super good. I think
East
they're
Coast crab,
actually
yeah.
December is the big season, so just super sweet and delicious. It's a good time, but yeah, that and all the local fish, but yeah, the stone crab claws is what I really recall.
It's totally solid. I would love to pour this for people blind.
And
Or
not
just like-
elements of fruit wine.
Just like at a party, just like here's a random white wine.
Yeah.
Just check it out, and I bet the bottle would go. I bet people would pour themselves more glasses, and you could blow some minds with that. It's fun.
The last couple sips, I've tried to like take my mind out and be like, what white wine does this most like?
It's a good question.
You know, it's sort of like it has characteristics of like some Pinot Blanc I've
Let's do
tasted in
that.
the past.
There we go.
Really, like it's got some characteristics. I mean, about it that we have in grape wines, and
Yeah.
so it's interesting. The mango is straightforward mango.
Yeah.
It tastes like a mango
Yeah.
wine, whatever. This thing is something.
This
a
is
little
very
different.
interesting.
So yeah.
This is interesting, yeah.
Very cool, Nadia. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for,
thank you for sending these to
trucking
us.
this stuff up to us in your airport luggage.
I'll put like 85 points on it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like
yeah,
that.
85.
85,
I'll go 86. I'll go a little higher. This 83. I'll go with.
78 somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it's-
I could happily drink it, but I could see, yeah.
Maybe I can, because next month I'm going to Miami for Christmas, so maybe I can pick up, if they have the avocado.
The avocado.
Or maybe you
yeah.
can stop by there and taste. That'd be fun, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, 3 days there, but we'll figure it out. No, maybe I can bring back some more Florida.
That'd
Sure.
be cool.
Or bring back even another one of these. Exactly. It'd be fun to share.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
to blind people on it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
This-
Although now, if you guys watch the show, you might know that it's coming. But
Yeah.
still,
Cool wine.
this is really cool, and I never would have guessed.
Yeah, I was
Thank you,
after
guys,
after the Paul wines I brought back, I was kind of anticipating about these guys. But
Hey, it was,
no, it's good.
that was awesome. I thought.
It was, again, very nice.
When are you ever gonna get to taste Nepalese wine again?
Right.
Right.
That's
That
amazing.
was pretty freaking awesome. So
So-
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah. Thanks for making it happen. And you want to ask a question of the audience?
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
Question of the day. Yeah, what's the? Have you had star fruit before? Is there any interesting fruit that you don't think people really know about that you like to kind of
That's
tell
a good
people
one.
about?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
What's
what's your
your
favorite fruit outside of the wine?
Tell us about a
Great.
crazy fruit.
Honeycrisp
That's a good
apple.
one.
You love the Honeycrisp apples, yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I think.
I like it too.
I think my favorite is really good blackberries. But there's such a range, even if you're picking off the same bush, right? There's like
Yeah.
these are good, and then you have like 2 or 3 that are like, oh, this is the next level
Jesus.
blackberry, yeah.
Yeah.
Really tough to separate them, but that's my favorite. What's your favorite?
I really like a good tangerine.
Sure.
I think if I'm in the mood for it. I do like the Honeycrisp apple too, but berries. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for watching us. Thanks for sticking with us for 250 episodes of Wine is Serious
Yeah.
Business.
Been a while.
We'll see you with more unique wines that you've probably never tasted before next week.
See ya.